Want to learn automation testing with the easiest language JavaScript? Let's start with setting up the JavaScript environment. Install Node.js, VS Code and GitHub Codespaces quickly. Hey there! If you're new here, I am Awesome, an IT engineer with a decade of experience and passion for data analysis. Early in my career, I encountered numerous technical challenges and I struggled with learning new skills. To overcome these issues, I started creating notes of all my learnings so that it can be easy for me to revise just before interviews. I still follow those notes. Now, as a social responsibility, I am creating video series on those notes, which will make your life easy whether you are just starting up your career in IT or thinking to change your career path into IT. This video will be the pioneer. Alrighty then, in this JavaScript series I am going to create 15 videos which will be very simple and easy to understand. Today we are covering the essential tools every developer needs to kickstart their projects with. Node.js for your backend development, VS Code as your code editor and GitHub Codespaces for cloud coding. By the end of this video, you will be ready to start coding from anywhere. Alright guys, so this is the window of VS Code editor. This is how it looks. Here we can write our code where we have created a file. Okay, so if you want to create a file, you can just click over here, new files, and you can create it. So I'll create a 0.learning because this is going to be our first file and the extension would be JS. Okay, because we are working on JavaScript. Okay, so this is how we have created it. Now here we will be writing console dot log. Okay, this is going to be our first program. So here we are going to write hello world, and how we are going to execute it, we are going to see that in a minute. But before that, we need to do some installation. So how those installation needs to be done, okay, we'll see that. So to install Node.js, we will be writing Node.js over here and download. We are going to see this option. So once you click on that, it will take you over here. You can select the version, okay, latest version, and simply you can start downloading. Okay, you can start downloading from here, or you can start downloading from here also. Okay, once the exe file is downloaded, you need to double click on that particular file. Most of the time it will be available in your download section. So click on that exe next button. Once you click on the next, it will ask you for the permissions. You will check out that. You just need to click on the next, and you will click on the next button, and then the setup will be completed. Once the setup is completed, it will take some time. It will install all the required libraries and folders, and then once it is done, it will show you the finish window. So as you can see over here, it is showing press any key to continue. So we'll press enter and we'll see that it is installing all the required libraries and packages. Now it is opened. So if I want to check my node version, I'll write node and -v, and it will show me the current version available. So version 22.11.0 is available on my machine. So this is how it will look. Now once that is done, we will be proceeding with the VS Code editor. So how we are going to do it, we will be typing VS Code download, and then we'll select the first link. Okay, once you select on that, it will show you for which OS you are going to use it. So we'll select Windows 11. Okay, once you do that, or you click on down, show you thanks for downloading, and it will, you need to click on the exe file, which will be most of the time is available on your download section. So you will click on that, you will accept the license key agreement, and you will click on the next. You will click again on the next, then we will click on the next button. So we will install it. It will take some time, and once that is done, your VS Code wizard setup is ready. Once we select the theme, it will ask for the prompt that do you trust the authors of the files in this folders? Yes, I do. So I'll click on the yes. Then our VS Code installation is done successfully on the machine. Okay, so now we are going to install the dependency, that is code runner. So we'll go to the extensions and we'll runner, and it will search for the code runner options available dependencies. You will going to select it. I have installed it already, so it is showing me disabled or uninstalled. let's see, I want to execute, I want to run this code. So how I am going to run? I will be writing node, okay, dot slash. Now this is dot slash is my base of the directory where my file is present. Okay, where it is present, if you can see over here, it is present. Then the name of the file, that is learning.js. So I'll select that, and once I hit enter, it is going to show me hello world. If I write tomorrow, if I want to change this guide coachings, it will show me the message. I'll just need to save it, and I just need to run it. Okay, I can clear it, and I can write node, then dot slash over here, and then I can write the name of the file 0 dot learning. If I put tab, it is going to complete, it is going to auto complete it. So if I hit enter, you can see welcome to guide coaching. This is the one way to execute your file, and the simplest way is you can click over here and you can run it. Now we are going to see how we can use GitHub to create our codes. Okay, so this is the third important thing. See, over VS Code editor, you are going to write something which will be on available on your machine. Okay, you're working in a team, and different peoples are working on different modules of a project. So you want to share your code, or you want to see their code, or you want to access their code, or you want to merge your code to their repositories. So at that time, how you are going to do it? So to do that, we have a cloud platform available that is called as GitHub. GitHub is a cloud platform where we can create code, where we can share code, where we can clone the repositories. Assume it's a Google Drive where we put our files so that we can access from any machine at any time. So if you store photos on your local machine on your phone, you are not going to, or nobody else will be able to access it. But if you put those photos on Google Drive, everybody can see it, everybody can download it. So the same concept is applied in GitHub, where it is a cloud platform where you can push your code, and you can pull others code or access others code, and you can do coding over there as well. So for doing coding, we have Git has a very good feature that is called as code space. Okay, so this is how the window will look like. You will type github.com. So over here you will be clicking on the sign in option. Once you click on it, it will be going to ask you the options of your email address, your password, and your username. So you will provide that. Then you will be then it will create your account. Once the account is created, once you click on Codespace, it will create a platform, a virtual platform for you to write your code. Click on the three options, you will go to view, and then command palette, and then control shift P. This is the shortcut of it. You will click on that, add div code spaces colon add div container configuration. You will select that, and you will click on OK, and you can select the default one, that is 22 bookworm. And once that is done, it will ask you to select features. We are not going to, as of now we are not going to select any features, so we'll click on OK. So this is my Git account. I'll go to this, so we'll click on this, and this is how the window will look like. Now here I have code space, so we'll go to the code spaces, and we can click on create a code space on main. So it will take some time, and it will load a code space for us. Remember, it is a cloud platform for us to write scripts, to write our code. Why it is important? Because let's suppose if today this machine is not working, I can log into my cloud account on any machine, and I can work on the project, on my assignments, on my task. So that is the beauty of code space, which gives you a mobility to move independent of your device. So it is setting up, you can see, setting up a remote connection. So whatever we have done on our local VS Code editor, like over here, This is my local. I am again highlighting it. This is my local, and this over here is my cloud code space where I'm developing my code. Okay, this is my cloud code editor. Now over here I can click on this new file and I will write cloud.js and then done. Console, see, console.log, and over here I'll put my data. So what is data? Welcome to guide coachings, a new series on javascript. Now if I want to execute it, how I can do that? So for doing that, I'll be writing node and then I'll be writing dot slash and then I'll be writing my file name. So 0.learning. Again, if I press tab, it is going to complete the name of the file, and if I hit enter, it is going to print the message. So this is how we can do it. Now if I want to save the changes, okay, so this option is available, source control. Now this, you see over here I have a commit option, and here you can see this file available. Okay, but before going to do this, I'll show you over here. You can see over here we don't have any file named zero learning. Okay, if you see, I don't have any file as zero learning name. Okay, here is a learning folder, okay, which is already available, but I have created this outside the learning folder. If you see, I have created this outside the learning folders. Okay, this is my new file. Now I just want to save this. So on cloud, how we are going to save it? We will be writing a comment that what we have done. So we will write sample of file, sample of code writing and saving on cloud. That whatever changes you have done into any file, you will see the plus option. You just need to click on that and it will be staged. Your changes will be staged, and now whatever comment you want to attach to that, because most of the time you will be staging or you will be writing, you will be updating your code and you will be pushing it to the Git repository. But how you will understand that what exactly at what time you have pushed your code? So whatever changes you have, you need to attach a comment to it. That is mandatory and that is important. So once you write a comment, it will be a simple English word. It is not mandatory that whatever you are writing should make any sense. You can write anything which suits the changes which you have done in your code. And once you do commit, you see sync changes. Now I will click on the sync changes. This action will push and pull and push commits from the origin. Okay, would you like Visual Studio Code to periodically run on Git fetch? Ask me later. I'll say ask me later. Once this is done, I'll go back over here and I will refresh it. I'll refresh my account, and over here you can see sample code of code writing and saving on cloud has been done successfully, and this is my file which I have created over here. This is my virtual machine. You see, you don't need to depend on your laptop. You can do it on your phone as well. That is the beauty of GitHub. Now if you want to take this code on your local, how you can do that? Very simple. You can go to code and you can go to local, and over here you can clone it. If you want to download it, you can download. Now whatever instance we have created, we need to close before we leave the session. Okay, so we have stop code space or delete. We can use any of them. So if I use stop, it is going to stop this code. If I refresh it, now it is not going to be working because it got stopped. Okay, over here we have time space. Okay, in every month we have certain amount of time which is allocated to you. Beyond that, you will not be able to access Git code space. That's all for today. In the next session we are going to see some more basic and interesting topics. I hope today you learned something. If you are struggling in your career, I can help you to achieve your dream job in IT. From past 5 years, I prepare students for data analysis and automation testing. I take personalized classes to groom you up to the industry level. Just WhatsApp me on the below number and you can click here and access my full courses on data analysis with Tableau.